Sometimes a single note can change everything. One moment of music, perfectly played, can give hope, heal a wound, or even save a life. Today we explore true stories where music transformed people in ways you wouldn't believe. During World War II, music became more than art. It became survival. Anita Lasker-Waldfisch, a talented young cellist, was sent to Auschwitz. On arrival, camp authorities discovered she could play the cello. This skill saved her life. She was placed in the camp's women's orchestra, led by Alma Rosé, the niece of composer Gustav Mahler. Every rehearsal, every performance became a lifeline. Each note she played allowed her to survive in a world designed to destroy her. Meanwhile, in Terezin, Czech composer and pianist Gideon Klein continued to perform and compose under unimaginably harsh conditions, even as prisoners faced hunger, disease, and constant fear. His concerts offered hope and reminded them that creativity could not be crushed. For these musicians, music wasn't just beauty, it was courage, resistance, and the difference between life and death. The music could and did mean survival. In 2011, U.S. Congresswoman Gabby Giffords survived a gunshot wound to the head. The injury robbed her of the ability to speak. Traditional speech therapy alone wasn't enough, so her doctors turned to something different: music therapy. Working with renowned music therapist Megan Morrow, Gabby began melodic intonation therapy, a technique where patients sing words they can't speak. At first, she couldn't form even the simplest phrases, but when her therapist played chords and guided her to sing the words, something extraordinary happened. Her brain found a new pathway. One of Gabby's first breakthroughs was singing the phrase, "I love you." From there, her speech slowly returned. She relearned how to form sentences, communicate emotions, and connect with loved ones, all through the structure of rhythm and melody. Her case is now one of the clearest examples in medical history of how music can literally rewire the brain. For Gabby Giffords, music wasn't just comfort, it brought her voice back. In 2007, world-renowned violinist Joshua Bell performed incognito in a Washington, D.C. metro station. Thousands passed him by, oblivious, but a few stopped, captivated. One commuter described the experience as life-changing. In the mundane chaos of daily routine, the sound of a violin awakened something deep inside, a reminder of beauty, of art, of connection. And in moments like these, a single note, a single melody can profoundly alter perception, mood, and even life choices. In the rubble of war-torn Damascus, one man's music became a lifeline for hope. Pianist Aham Ahmad refused to let violence silence beauty. Strapping his piano to a vegetable cart, he rolled it through bombed-out streets, playing for the children and families trapped in the chaos. Each note was a defiance against despair. The music brought moments of joy to people surrounded by destruction. Children paused to listen. Families smiled despite their hardship. And for a brief moment, for some of them, the horrors of war faded. His performances became a symbol, not just of survival, but of the human spirit's resilience. Even when his piano was later destroyed and he was forced to flee Syria, the impact of his music lived on. Aham Ahmad reminds us that sometimes, even in the darkest circumstances, music can be a refuge, a spark of hope, and a reason to carry on. In 1985, British musician and conductor Clive Wearing suffered severe brain damage from a viral infection that destroyed parts of his memory centers. Almost overnight, he lost the ability to form new memories. For Clive, every moment became the first moment of his life. He would open his eyes confused, convinced he had just woken up, even if only a few seconds had passed. But something miraculous remained untouched: his music. When Clive sat at the piano or stepped up to conduct, everything changed. He could play Bach, conduct choral works, and lead complex ensembles flawlessly, even though he couldn't remember what happened just moments before. Neurologists described it as the brain finding a secret doorway, one that bypassed the destroyed memory systems and tapped into something far deeper. For Clive Wearing, music wasn't just art. It was the one place in the world where he felt whole again, the one place his identity remained intact. Across time and space, music has been more than sound. It is hope. It's connection and transformation. One cello note, one piano melody, or one bit of harmony can lift someone from despair, spark courage, change the course of a day or even a life. Whether in the darkest hours of history, in a hospital room, busy metro station, music reminds us of our shared humanity. And maybe one day it could be you, the one whose life is changed by a single perfect note.